The Bengals coming off the first NFL tie in 6 years, but Thursday night they're going to be doing something they haven't done in 114 games. Hey, how are you folks? Jason Horowitz, CBS Sports' Charley Casserly. Glad to be with you breaking down the Steelers and the Bengals. And Charlie, that news that came down Thursday morning, Chad Johnson, 113 straight games out the window, not going to play tonight because he violated team rules.
Well, he's their best wide receiver. He's the best offensive player. So certainly that's going to help him. We're already down Carson Palmer and down a couple of offensive linemen. Going to be a tough night for the Bengals in this football game offensively.
Yeah, it really will, which means that it's TJ Hushmanzada and then a plethora of other guys. Can any of those other receivers, Glenn Holt, Jerome Simpson, Chris Henry, step in and do enough combined to fill the shoes of Chad Johnson?
No, I don't think so. I think that not that Chad Johnson's been having a great year, but there's a big drop-off, in my opinion, between Chad Johnson and whoever your next receiver is going to be on that roster.
All right, let's talk about Pittsburgh. They're coming off a unique game themselves. First ever 11-10 game in NFL history. Should have been 17-10.
That's right.
Whatever, however you want to see how it works out and how it should have played out. That doesn't matter. They won the football game. Offensively, they didn't score a touchdown, but they put up some yards on the Chargers. In the long run, what do you think Pittsburgh has to do consistently to be good offensively?
I think that they've got to find a way to get the running game back. Now, in fairness to them, Willie Parker has been injured this year, and he's their best running back. So Willie Parker, Mwelde Moore, they've got to get a running game back. Now, they've gotten away from the power running game that was there when Bill Cowher was there. I think that hurts them ultimately when you get into late in the season where you got to run the football, especially in bad weather. And the other thing, Ben Roethlisberger, consistent, be consistent, don't turn the ball over.
Well, what they do have, though, is a powered defensive game.
They sure do.
That's something that can take over any game, and especially in this one tonight. How are you expecting Cincy to attack? Knowing Chad Johnson's there, how are you expecting Cincy to try and attack this Pittsburgh defense?
Probably with not a lot of success, to be honest with you, at this point in time. You know, without at least two starting offensive linemen out, you can see that they're only 23rd rushing the football. Cedric Benson has taken over the running back duties there. But Benson is not a speed guy. He's a power guy. They're going to struggle to run the football here. What you do against Pittsburgh is you have to spread them out, throw quick, and Ryan Fitzpatrick, who has improved in the last couple of weeks, you know, they may be able to at least move the ball a little bit, but Cincy has not been able to score on defenses, not as good as Pittsburgh.
No, certainly not, and they really haven't. Last week against Philly, they held the Eagles' offense in check, but they certainly didn't do anything themselves offensively. Let's take a look at AccuScore for tonight's game. The computer's 10,000 tests, 10,000 results, and of course the Steelers are the favorite. 86% of the time on the computer they come out victorious. Charlie, is it a blowout or does Cincy keep it close?
Well, Cincy has kept all their games close recently because of an inspired effort by their defense. I don't think their defense is necessarily that talented, and their best linebacker or best player on their defense, rookie Keith Rivers, he's missed the season since he got hurt in the Pittsburgh game on the Hines Ward hit. Something you might want to watch in tonight's game is how the Cincinnati team pays back Hines Ward. That's kind of a subplot to the game. But the bottom line is, since he can't score points against defenses not as good, they're not going to be able to run the ball, they're not going to be able to throw the ball effectively. I think Pittsburgh's defense takes over this game and forces turnovers and wins the game for a very efficient Pittsburgh offense tonight.
And to get to 8-3 on this season. We'll see how it all plays out. It's the Thursday night game. For more on this one or any other here in Week 12, be sure to stay with CBSSports.com. Watch everything else on the CBS Audience Network. For Charley Casserly, I'm Jason Horowitz. Take care, folks.